Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Patara with you today. We have a new development. I got my man a tractor. Actually, we got it together. I wanted to make a video on this because if you followed us for now 5 years, you know that the majority of all the work that we've done is without a tractor. And in fact, our neighbors have been very, very instrumental in helping us. This is our newest addition to the farm. And I want to tell you that if you're getting into homesteading, I always like to warn you about finances, and I always like to warn you about how expensive things are. We put off buying or trying to even buy a tractor for many, many years because, well, they're not cheap. You know that. And number two, we have one or two neighbors that have been very helpful to us. And you know, you don't need a tractor for everything, especially for a small homestead. We've grown and we continue to grow and we continue to get older. And you know, James has had some health issues over the years. The fact of the matter is, folks, we cannot scoop enough physically on our own to handle the amount of manure and hay and straw and things that we need to do around here anymore without the help of a tractor. This bad boy right here, we did go with John Deere. We looked at Kubota, we looked at a couple of other brands. We compared prices, we compared service, we compared professionalism, and by far John Deere knocked it out of the park. We just got to a point, we've actually probably needed a tractor for a good 2 years, to be honest with you. We have a box blade that we can use on our driveway. Our uphill driveway is all gravel. It has to be done, pre-prepped and fixed and whatnot at least 3 or 4 times a year. In order to work this garden again, we needed to plow and till, so we did get those additions. And then, of course, we did get a cultivator. This is, I'm not an expert on tractors, okay? So I'm not even going to pretend to try to be, but it is hydrostatic. I can drive it. I haven't driven it yet. Everybody's joking with me. They're like, have you driven the tractor yet? And I said, no, I want James to drive it at least 10 times before I break it. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, a tractor? Well, let me tell you what, guys. We held off, and 2 things happened. Like I said, my husband got very sick 2 years ago. That changed the entire way that we do our farm. Number 2, our neighbors are elderly. We love them to death. One of them has had some health issues over the last year, and I'm not going to be a burden on my neighbor. And I'm not going to lie to you and tell you this is his tractor. This is our tractor. You're going to see it in videos, and you're going to see us riding it. It is not a huge tractor. It is the 3025E. Basically, what we did is we got something just big enough to be able to, look who's sitting in there, to scoop out the barn. Look at all this mud. I mean, we got to scoop all this out. This is physical labor that literally you really need a tractor for. So I know so many of you are going to be happy for us. Some of you may not care, and some of you already have 45 tractors, and this is nothing new to you. But I will tell you, you can do a lot with your kids, with your neighbor, with anything that you're doing. But if you continue to grow, if you continue to build your homestead, and I'm sorry the sun is so bright, and do all the things that we're doing, at some point you're going to have to either be close to somebody, papa. See, my family doesn't live up here, okay? My family is miles and miles away, and and even if they were here, they don't have a tractor. And, we just didn't want to be a burden to anybody anymore. Here's the number one kicker, is we strategize our budget. We've had 2 things happen over the past couple of months that have been instrumental. And, my finances aren't anybody's business, but I do want you to know that you have to think about these things. My oldest son is in college, and he has taken over his insurance payments and a lot of finances because he's an adult now. He's doing great in school, and he's got a good job. That helped us a lot. So we talked about it for a couple of months, and we went looking, and this just made the most sense for us. So look around and shop. This is a blessing, and I wanted to share that with you. Really, it's more of a blessing to James than it is to me. It saves him an incredible amount of time and effort that, really is hard on the body. So If you see me whizzing around like, you know, Mario Andretti and singing some Kenny Chesney, this is why. So here's the deal. The next video that I'm going to be making, it may be before this or after, is literally about potatoes. As you can see, I've already got in there, and we've already planted 3 whole rows of potatoes. And I'm just so excited to be back in the big garden again. We're going to have, between this garden and that garden up there, we're going to have somewhere, we might total have about 10,000 square feet of gardening this year, if we can get it all in and get it all done, Lord willing. So I thought I'd update you. Got to fix all my berries. We got to mow. I do hope to at some point finally get that upper pasture done as far as fencing. We do need that, and we just keep trucking along. Grow with it. Go with it. It's a work in progress, and know that the more you add, the greater the need. We'll see you on the next video.